Can I work and continue to get disability benefits? If you are feeling better, but you have not recovered from your disability, Social Security has several programs that can support your return to work. In some circumstances, you can work and continue to receive full disability benefits. However, to avoid overpayments, it's important to report to Social Security as soon as you start work. It can also be helpful to talk to a Social Security representative about your work plans before you actually begin working, so that you can take advantage of Social Security's Return to Work programs. At any point in time, you may be eligible for Social Security's free and voluntary Ticket to Work. This program connects you with a network of vocational specialists in state agencies and private companies. Some examples of services that are available through the Ticket to Work program include return to work planning, job search assistance, and other support services that you may need to obtain and keep a job. If you are using Ticket to Work, in some circumstances, your claim will not be reviewed for medical recovery. In addition to the Ticket to Work, Social Security's work support programs include the trial work period, an extended period of eligibility, and expedited reinstatement. There are also provisions for continuation of Medicare health insurance. A key concept in Social Security's definition of disability and in its work incentive programs is substantial gainful activity, which is called SGA for short. Social Security generally defines substantial earnings as a certain dollar amount. In 2011, generally $1,000 earnings per month is substantial for non-blind workers, and $1,640 is substantial work for the blind. These amounts refer to your gross earnings if you are an employee and your net profit if you are self-employed. However, Social Security looks at many factors when determining whether your work, especially self-employment, is substantial gainful activity. Our video, How Does Social Security Define Disability?, includes additional discussion about how Social Security decides whether earnings are substantial. In general, regardless of which work programs you participate in, if your work never reaches the level of substantial gainful activity, then you can work and receive Social Security disability indefinitely, as long as you do not recover medically from your disability. Additionally, your eligibility to Medicare health insurance will continue while you work. Even if you think that your work is not substantial, it is important to report your work activity to Social Security as soon as you start working and whenever you have changes in your hours, pay, or duties. Whether or not you participate in the Ticket to Work program, your work activity will be evaluated through 3 work incentive programs. The first to come into play is the trial work period. You are eligible for a trial work period if you do not engage in substantial gainful activity during your first 12 months of disability. A trial work period consists of 9 months, not necessarily in a row, during which you earn at or above the trial work period earnings level, which in 2011 was $720 per month. Note that the monthly amount that defines a trial work period month, $720, is less than the dollar guidelines for the substantial gainful activity. During your trial work period, you will receive full disability benefits and continuation of Medicare, with payment of any required Medicare premiums. When your trial work period ends, you enter into another work incentive program, which is a 36-month extended period of eligibility. The extended period begins the month after the end of the trial work period, whether or not you are working at that time. During the extended period of eligibility, you will be paid for months in which you do not perform substantial gainful activity. On the other hand, your benefits will be suspended for any month that your work is SGA. The only exception is that you will be paid benefits for your first month of SGA in the extended period, plus the 2 following months. During the full 36 months, your entitlement to Part A Medicare will continue. Part B and Part D Medicare will also continue if the premiums are paid. At the end of the 36-month extended period of eligibility, if you are engaging in substantial gainful activity, your benefits will stop. However, if you are not working or your work is not SGA, your benefits will continue until the first month you perform SGA, at which time your disability benefits will be terminated. If your cash benefits end and you continue to work, and you have not recovered medically, your Medicare insurance will continue for an additional 57 months. The next work incentive we'll look at is Social Security's expedited reinstatement. This procedure is available to people whose benefits were terminated at the end of their extended period of disability. If, within 5 years of when your benefits ended, you again stop performing substantial gainful activity because of the same condition that originally disabled you, You may be eligible for reinstatement of benefits without a new application. If you are eligible for expedited reinstatement, you will not have an unpaid 5-month waiting period. Additionally, you will receive 6 months of temporary payments while the Social Security Administration determines whether you are eligible for reinstatement. As you can see, Social Security offers a lot of support for your return to work. Your local Social Security office can provide you with more information about your benefits as related to your particular work desires and situation. Also, Social Security's Red Book has detailed information about its return to work programs. The Red Book can be downloaded from Social Security's website, www.ssa.gov, or you can order a printed copy from the Social Security Administration. For more answers to your Social Security disability questions, go to disabilityadvisor.com or call 1-888-393-1010.